So the next 2 days are going to be ridiculously busy. I've got a list of 14 things that I need to accomplish to get us ready for our homeschool year, and I'm bringing you guys along. Let's prep for this homeschool year. All right, so this was the first fail of this prepping adventure. I went to start laminating a bunch of things, and my laminator was broken, and so I had to purchase another one. All right, so this is our binder for the year. It's our school binder. This is my first year actually doing a school binder. In Florida, I just did an evaluation. But here, just to keep records, I'm gonna be doing a records binder. So the first sheet here is, I got this idea from Katie over at Life in the Mundane. I will link the video that I watched to learn how to set all this up in the description. But the first thing that you'll see here is the attendance calendar that I plan on using with the kiddos, one for Sean and one for Samaya. And then also a reading log of all of our read alouds that we'll be doing together. The first thing is group, the second is projects, field trip, Sean, Samaya, Shy, pictures, and then an extra tab in case I need it. Now, Samaya's is the one that's kind of filled out more, so I'll turn to hers. So underneath her tab will be her reading log. Every child is set up like this, by the way. So underneath her tab is first her reading log, and this will be where I put her individual readers that she read for the year. And then I will put, and then following Katie's recommendations, I am planning on filling it up. It doesn't have all of her schoolwork in here, but I'm planning on filling it up with all of her schoolwork in sheet protectors and the scope and sequence of all of her schoolwork. And so then as she completes them, so I just rip it out directly from the book. And as she completes them, I just highlight the sections that she completes. Now behind each scope and sequence, I'm gonna keep the beginning, the beginning of her work, the middle of her work, and then end of her work. So like one of each. So like what it first looked like when she first started, then towards the middle, and then towards the end. And I'm gonna do that for each of her scopes and sequences. And so that's pretty much how I have it set up. Like I said, if you want more details, I'll link that video for you in the description. But another thing done for the school year. And I'll be working on this all throughout the school year, maintaining it, adding more of their scopes and sequences, because some books I have to go look it up online, and yeah, and then keeping their attendance going. All right, here is the calendar that I made using the trifold board. I will have the principles linked, as well as the directions from the blog post linked in the description. But as you can see, you're able to take off the months and change it out up here. And you can have the kids remove the days of the week as well. They're Velcroed, and then have them put it in order themselves, as well as go over the different seasons and what's the weather like today. Got 3 command hooks down here, which has the like different holidays are in here. Veterans Day, Christmas, all of them are in here. The calendar numbers and the different weathers for the day of the week, so that you can place it on the calendar. But this is just going to be for my daughter to teach the toddlers their calendar time. And there's a yesterday, today is a tomorrow, but I need another clothespin. I only have 2, but then the kids can like move it depending on the day. Yeah, that's the calendar. All right, so each of my older students, I made them a new Busy Bee planner. In the past, they've had the full planner, but this time I made it reusable. And so I laminated it. So I will have their name here in permanent marker. And they will do the All About Me page on the first day of school and take a picture, and we will put it in here and do all the things, and we'll write in permanent marker to make sure that it sticks. And now our goal, we will use wet erase for. And so their first goal, their first mini goal is to complete their curriculum goals for the month. And so this will be each curriculum that they have and what page or lesson they need to get to in order to accomplish it. And then they'll be able to check it off. Their second mini goal will be something else. Now this is their daily sheet, which it will be in wet erase as well, and it will have a list of their curriculum here, and then they will have a dry erase marker where they can check, and once they're done checking, then I check, and then this will be their daily to-do list, which is their routines, their morning routines, their evening routines, and anything unexpected or new that they would have for that day. This is where I write little notes to them, and I will write it in wet erase and then erase it at the end of the day and write new notes and things like that. So we're just going to be utilizing a lot of wet erase and dry erase. This is going to be for the month. It'll be the same situation with wet erase and writing down appointments and all the things. Over here we have their reading log. This is going to be in permanent marker. I'm going to be writing their reading that they've done, you know, the date, the title, what they rated, they'll rate it, and then we'll initial it. And then they have their game boards back here where they can play games with each other, which they love to do. So this will be fun for them. And it'll be my two older ones that have one that's set up like this. My two younger ones will have a similar one, but just not as many pages, and because, you know, they can't read. It'll just be for show. All right, so my two older ones are going to help me, and we are going to attack this bookshelf and get it organized and labeled. So that is what we're going to be doing right now. All right, so they helped me attack this bookshelf. It was quite a obstacle, but we did it. First, we took out all of the books and organized them in series. And so then from there, we began to place them all back on the shelf. And little ones woke up at this point and started to quote unquote help. But we did it. It took us about an hour. But teamwork, many hands make light work. I love this laminator. It is such an upgrade from my other one. I will definitely link it in the description down below. It's easy and fast, and it gets it nice and big. My little ones can't read, but this allows my older ones to be able to keep the books organized and all the things. Check out my homeschool tour video that's coming out. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. That video will go through all the different sections that we have so that you guys can get a closer look. Now on to the geography and toddler binders. I feel like I spent days laminating and cutting and putting these things together. Thankful for my older ones and for Katie over at Life in the Mundane. She helped me, but we did it. They, thank God, are a one-time thing that you put together and you're able to use them for multiple years. But the work up front, that's no joke, man. Oh, how I wish I could snap my fingers and this entire binder would have been put together. No, but I love it and my toddler loves it, so it was worth it. JDA toddler folder, I'll link it. I decided to not put the states and capitals in the in a binder because of the fact that it has these puzzles that I constantly have to like take out and have them put together. And so I felt like it was better if I kept it in a folder. So that's how I have it organized. All right, on to the next one. Time to put together our morning menus. So I printed out all the different things that go along with our morning menus, and I went ahead and placed them in the folder. I heard you guys. I know you guys want to know what's in here, so I will definitely do a video on that. I'm just trying to not make this video last forever. There's a lot of prep to do. Next thing is the Bible's story. This is a wonderful add-in to our homeschool, and I only printed out the students' workbook, and I'm going to be using the teacher's manual from the computer or from my iPad. And this is just a wonderful curriculum made by my friend Rachel over at Seven and All. And it's pretty much teaching about the Bible's story. I'll link it. So I also went ahead and tabbed all of our read alouds and group work for the first week, just so that I know where to stop. All right, so I'm filling up everyone's school pouches with all of their school supplies so that they have brand new school supplies and ready to go for the first day of school. When they saw me doing this, they were absolutely thrilled. They're like, "Can I use my crayons now? Can I use my color pencils now?" Man, school supplies. They make me even happy. I can't even lie. I love some school supplies. My favorite part, school. By this point, I am burnt out and done, but there's still stuff to do. The homeschool cart is next. As you can see, it's a lot, but I did do it. I recorded it and everything that's on it for the homeschool room tour, so definitely stay tuned for that. This is my September goals for everybody, so just planning that out. And then all the stuff that I want to do for the first day of school, getting that all set up. So I'm hiding this from the kiddos so they don't find it before the first day of school. But I've got their first day of school toys in here. Stay tuned for the next video to see how our first day of school went.